Oh yeah, we back. Oh yeah, we back. And you know what we doing? We reading these Reddits. So, we ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna dive right in. Am I the A
Come on, spill the tea.
for ditching my girlfriend at a restaurant, which contributed to her failing her probationary period at work? Listen, before we even read this story, I'm gonna be honest with you. You didn't make this look good for you. Oh yeah, you look like the A right now. Okay? So, let's see. I, 27-year-old male, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend, Cindy, 26-year-old female, since university. Last September, Cindy's company went under. Shit, that's never good. She took this hard because she loved her workplace, loved her colleagues, and loved her boss. Unfortunately, they, just weren't making any money. So, they pulled the plug. When Cindy came home and delivered the news to me, I asked if she wanted me to introduce her to my boss. Having the same major, we worked in the same field, and my company is almost always hiring. Cindy said yes, and I texted my boss on the spot. Alright. I will say this though, if y'all working side by side, that ain't never fun. After delivering her CV to him and a short interview process, she was hired in a 3-month probationary position. I was really excited to be working with Cindy. We could save money on gas by carpooling, spend more time together, and have lunch together. I know it sounds amazing. Unfortunately, things did not pan out. To be frank, Cindy was a horrible employee. She showed up to the office 15 to 20 minutes late virtually every day. I had to give up on carpooling with her because I have a morning meeting and I need to get to work 15 minutes early every day. Cindy's favorite work activity was opening up blank Google Docs and looking at her phone under the desk. Oh, this isn't any good, actually. Shit. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, you didn't know that you had a lazy girlfriend? When you didn't know that this girl was lazy? You didn't know? Anyways, you just can't be putting anybody on with jobs. So, Cindy's lazy ass, also at work, other than looking for a phone under the desk, the hour we get for lunch was often an hour and a half for Cindy, and she really accomplished nothing in her time there. This continued for 3 months. Okay, I know there's more to this story, and before we even get into it, I mean, if that's the type of work employee she was, I don't think you lost her the job. I mean, if they paying attention to when she's docking in and docking out, they can see that she don't come on time. You want that all the time? No. Okay. Last Monday was a rare occasion where Cindy was actually ready on time to go to work together. Perhaps this was because my gentle urging for her to get her shit together, or perhaps it's because her probationary period was ending soon, but we were able to carpool. We went out to lunch together, and Cindy ate way too slow. I mean, clearly she needs the extra few minutes in between. I was looking at the clock and encouraged her to get the move on, but at the end of the meal, right when we had to leave to make it back in time, Cindy decided she wanted another refill of her soda. I told her time was up, but she was adamant that she absolutely needed this refill. To make matters worse, the restaurant was crowded and we couldn't even flag down the server. That's never good when you gotta go. But if she saw that place was crowded, I mean, I'll be honest. She should have just left and got up. She didn't need the soda. You wanted the soda. You needed the job, but you wanted the soda. I put the cash for the meal and the tip on the table and told Cindy that I was leaving because I got to keep my job, with or without her. Cindy played chicken with me here, thinking that if she refused to move, I would have no choice but to wait. But I walked to my car and drove back. Cindy showed up 20 minutes later, per usual anyway, visually flustered. The restaurant was a 10-minute walk away. So I pretty much, yo, wait a minute. So this motherfucker left her. He took the car and everything. Ay, ay, ay. Cindy's a 10-minute walk away. So I'm pretty sure she did end up getting her refill. She has been furious with me since. Last Friday, Cindy got her final judgment on her probationary period due to poor punctuality and a general lack of direction. The company decided not to hire her full time. Something tells me you knew this was coming. Cindy blames me. Yeah, we knew that was coming. She says I made her late and that I ruined everything. Last night, she asked me how she was supposed to pay her part of the rent without having a job. And I responded, yes, that's a good question. Yeah, that is a good question. How will you be paying? Matter of fact, then she brought that up. I've realized you only work this amount. I don't know if you have enough. So how you going to get the rest? Because we need to pay it. And it doesn't come out of my pocket. This threw oil, yeah, that we know it did, right on the gas fire. And now she doesn't even want to fight about it anymore. Oh, that's not good. Was I an asshole for what I did here? Okay. You got your rent? You ain't got your rent? Oh, shit. You ain't got your rent and you ain't got a job? All right. Now, look. Cindy, I'm sure, knows that she need to bring herself to work on time. I mean, everybody knows they need to be to work on time. Some people do it, some people don't. I know that one situation, she going to be like, that's the one situation that did it. But, if what you say is true about how she is late right here, unfortunately, things didn't pan out. To be frank, Cindy was a horrible employee. She showed up 15 to 20 minutes late virtually every day, okay? You said she had a 3-month probationary period. That meant that in most 3 months, she had about 90 days to have her stuff together, all right? And out of those 90 days, let's just say she showed up late 60 out of those 90 days. Since you said it was virtually every day, I gave her a month that she was on time since you said she was on time for one day. So if that is the case, right, which it probably wasn't. She was probably 5 to 10 minutes late every day anyway. They can see that when you dock in and clock in and all of that extra stuff, right? And if you haven't completed the task that they've asked of you, well, they're getting rid of you. So, Cindy, sometimes in life, we as people have to, own up to our own shit. So, you yourself also has to own up to your own stuff. And your final judgment wasn't based off of the one time he left you at the restaurant. Although, if we are discussing the restaurant and you leaving after being asked and or told that we're going to be late and we need to get to work, and okay, how he is about being on time for his job and making sure that he's on his stuff because he needs to pay his rent, and you're a little lackadaisy about it. Well, like I said earlier, you didn't need the extra soda. You wanted the extra soda. You could have waited till you got back to work, all right, and got you something to drink. But you didn't want to. So, him leaving you there and leaving you with a 10-minute walk, I mean, kind of messy, But in that situation, it's like if you don't give a shit about what's going on anyway, then we don't know what to tell you there. Now, let's get into what these people are saying. It says if she seriously believes she wasn't hired because of that, she wasn't hired because of that particular day and not the other ones, then she's delusional. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know what the more messed up part is to this? The messed up part is you as a boyfriend went out and put your name on the line. And she didn't even have, she's pretty much the asshole in this because she didn't have the decency to be like, you know what, let me keep it together for you who went out and put your name on the line to get me a job to start. So if anybody's the asshole in this situation, it's definitely got to be her. It has to be her. I'm going to continue reading. Let's see. Good grief. They didn't even let her go because she was late for one time. Good for you for not risking your job for playing stupid games. I agree. Like, not the asshole. Your girlfriend failed her probationary period all by herself through her consistent unprofessional behavior. Even you got her the job in the first place. 1 20-minute tardiness didn't tank her and her employment. Reading this really, like, I'm kind of wonder the job that sunk, that went under, like, what type of work was she doing there? What? Hello? Was you the weakest link on the fence? Because, I mean, if you was doing what you was doing there, I mean, it seemed like you was used to being unemployed. But if you were doing what you was doing at this place, at your last place, then I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they went under. She's looking for someone to blame because it's easier than taking responsibility. You leaving her at the restaurant was just the natural consequence of her poor time management. She gambled that you'd enable her behavior and lost. Big ups on you for not enabling that behavior. It looks like we have some things deleted. This person's asking some good questions. Why isn't she the ex? This kind of attitude should be a deal breaker. Other people risked his own job. OP risked his own job for her, and she's blaming him for her incompetency and lack of responsibility. I think that she thought being connected to other people made her a shoe in the job. I think what they're trying to say is that her being connected to the boyfriend made her a sure fit. That's kind of what she probably thought with all of this. But to be honest, like we just said, man, she is the asshole. She is the asshole for taking on that job with you and just not caring, right? Her lack of caring makes her the asshole in this. Let's see. Oh, okay. These people, let me see if this is anything worth going with, though. All right. So, am I the A, for putting my foot down, bang, and charging rent when my stepdad started telling me what to do in my own house? My stepdad is 55, okay? He's been married to my mom, 52, for 5 years. They were doing all right, but hit hard times eventually, had their house foreclosed on. So they moved in with me. Shit, a 27-year-old female. Oh, so they treat you like a kid still. They've been living here for 2 to 3 months now, and it's been going okay until last week. Yeah, they treating you like a kid automatically off the ripper. The first month, I'm sure it seemed like it went okay because, most people be on their P's and Q's month one, except for another article I read where the lady's running around with no drawers on, just leaving stains on pillows. But that's different. Okay, they deleted some of that article, so let's just get back into this. If I find it, I'll go through it on another day. Also, my stepdad has been working a part-time job, but it's not full-time employment since then. Anyways, I feel like some of the issues started since I've been on vacation, which I have 2 weeks. Oh yeah, because you just seeing these motherfuckers in your house. That'll do it. Sometimes during the first few days, he saw me heading out and made some sort of comments regarding my outfit. He said the shorts were too short and that I should reconsider. He might have been right. We fought about it back and forth until I decided to leave it because I was tired of reasoning with him anymore. That's because you're not going to reason with him in a clothing manner because, well, he's trying to protect you from how other people are going to look at you out there and or perceive or take thoughts in, even though you probably don't care. You're like, I don't care. I don't care. We get it. But he just letting you know. So, you might, that's not really like, he's like, yo, shorts are too short, right? He's just giving his opinion on that one. If he said, hey, get your ass in here and finish these dishes, then I would be a little more concerned. But, you're still there's still, like, again, teenage stuff here. He's been making a lot of comments in various times and various different ways. Short skirts or shirts are too short, your belly showing, etc. I've told him to stop and he says okay, and then he starts again. I can't say I understand. I think the straw broke the camel's back for me when I had my boyfriend over. I told my mom about it as well. And she said that she doesn't support it, but that this is a dispute him and I need to solve. It's interesting, right? This is a clothing dispute. He stayed until maybe 10:30/11 and left. My stepdad didn't say anything while he was here, but he emotionally imploded me, treated me like shit after. Okay. He said that it's wrong to have guys over the house this late and to be in my room with them alone. He said that we don't stand for these things in our house. I responded to him that he can stand for whatever he wants in his house, maybe even in a hypothetical our house, but he can't tell me what to do in my house. I told him that the days of him making unsolicited comments at me need to end. On top of that, I told him that from here on out, I'm charging $400 a month. On top of that, if he continues to make comments, this agreement is over and he'll be out of the house as soon as I'm able to make it happen. My mom was upset at first about it. Now, I was able to calm her down. First, I told her that she told me that it was up to us. First, I told her that she told me that it was up to us how to solve the dispute, and this is how I've decided to do it. Secondly, I told her that he's been staying a while, and starting to charge rent would make my life easier for as long as he stays. She was a bit more admirable with the second point. Stepdad is just overall quite pissy. He hasn't told my mom or I his thoughts on the agreement since he yelled at me about the night of our big argument. But he is just genuinely ignoring me when he can. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they came in with the territorial thing. Listen, if you are 27, you almost fuck. Yeah, if you are 27, right, like, them telling you about boys in your house and your boy, like, bro, that's petty, okay? That's petty at that point. If you're 27, right? Now, if your ass is younger than that and you lying in this, then that's different. But if you're 27 and you're telling the truth about all of this, then that's a bunch of bullshit, especially if, like you said, it's your house and that they came into your house. Now, the clothing situation, I get it. He's just trying to protect you. It's annoying as shit, right? And you get to wear what you want, I know. But he's just trying to protect you about the clothes. But, getting on you about your boyfriend staying late and this and that, like, at this point, you're doing them a favor. And since you're doing them a favor, they should be a little more respectful. He should be a little more respectful. It doesn't seem like you have a problem with your moms, but, Maybe he just feels like he wants to be the dad now. I don't know how long y'all mother. Let me see something. Married to my, yeah, he's been married to your mom for 5 years. Like, y'all barely know each other. He's starting to feel comfortable, like as if you really his kid. He can tell you what he wants, and he don't get to tell you clearly. Clearly, your mama put her foot down with him. All right. Because he don't tell her what he need to be saying because she don't listen to it. So he feel like he gonna tell you because you're the only one there. And that's messy, right? So you charging them $400 for rent. And I know in your head you're like, yeah, I'm only charging my stepfather. But it's your mama too you charging, right? What's going out of his pocket goes out of hers. So that only makes sense. Shit, most people be like, oh, that's so messed up. Nah, fuck it. That makes sense. If I'm gonna sit here and listen to y'all bullshit, I'm gonna charge you for it at least. Help me out with some of the rent. All right. Getting into the comments, the first comment, no, you are not the asshole, but I think your boyfriend needs to come over a lot more. I think you two need to assert your dominance over the house each and every day. If they get too comfortable, they won't be convinced to get their own place. Yeah, you make a valid point there, Super Sherry. Okay. You even got a diamond. I don't even know what that means, but you got a diamond. This actually is a good idea. Yeah, like I said, they had a good point. Maybe he should move in. Damn, now you're just taking it too far. Maybe he should just move in. If the threat of eviction doesn't stop him, maybe seeing the boyfriend will. Ha ha. Let's see. He's acting like the dad of a teenager. That's, like I said, and you are not a teenager. He's not even your dad, nor is it his house. This is a great solution. I think you need to start talking to them about their plans to move out into their own. This can clearly not be a permanent situation. That's true. When I was 22, my parents came to visit. I was sitting on my living room with my feet on my coffee table. Right. Ta-da! My mom, wonderful person, said, if that was my coffee table, you wouldn't have your feet on it. I said, good thing it's not your coffee table. She's never said another word about what I do in my home. Your stepdad needs to understand that he doesn't get to make the rules in your home. Oh, yeah. Period. I realize his ego, shot by not being able to provide for himself, but choosing to begin parenting a grown woman he didn't raise is creepy. I don't know if it's creepy, but it's definitely not cool. His comments are only about your body. The clothes on the body, but not like, oh yeah, look at your titties is out, right? Just the shorts are too short. Your belly is showing. Again, I'm not there, you're not there to know exactly what those comments are. But from what I read and I gathered in my head, it was like, your shorts are too short. You're wearing high waters again. Your socks are showing. It wasn't your boobs is out, right? Your butt cheek. I guess if he said they shoe short, the butt cheeks were showing. But yeah, stuff like that. So, his comments are only about your body. Why is this how he shows control? Why does your mother choose to see herself not involved when she says, why does your mother choose to see herself as not involved when she is why he's in your home? I think you had a mid-reaction. Yeah, I think the mom doesn't. Unless he's really controlling to the mom too, is why she probably don't want to get involved because she already feels like she's controlled. I thought she might have been wearing the pants and that he had no control of her, which is why he's trying to control you. But who knows? Sounds like you got a classic case of I'm the parent in my house. That's exactly what you got. But now I'm a guest in yours. Situation intention syndrome. Anyways, they telling you good luck, and I'm gonna tell you good luck. If you ask me what you should do, I think that one of those people were really real about it and start talking about them about getting the fuck out. That's my best advice. Start giving them the plan to get out. And with that being said,